The number one things I had to learn to not be toxic in my relationship and communicate effectively with my husband. Stop having this mindset of he knows what he did, so I'm going to have an attitude until he figures it out and comes apologize. And I tell you, that is, now I realize that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I can't say that men don't do it. They probably do. I just know that I'm a woman who did it, and I know other women who have done it. And let me tell y'all, ladies, it does not work because, one, the first thought about that is you should know what you did, because it was stupid or it was common sense. Here's the thing, a lot of times they don't know what they did. A lot of the times they do not know what they did. But the problem with that thought process is two things. One, we assume that it is common sense. Baby, we have learned common sense ain't that common. I don't care if that's your husband, your mama, your daddy, your kids. Common sense ain't common. It's just not, okay? And then number two, the attitude breeds the thought process that you did it on purpose and that you did it intentionally to hurt me. I'm assuming that you did not marry somebody who's intentionally doing something because they know it will hurt you. If you did, that's a whole other conversation, baby. I'm not the page for it. You talk to a therapist. That's it. It doesn't help the problem. And then when they come and they say, what's wrong? Because the thought process is you should come with me with the problem because you know what you did. So you hit them with the nothing. I'm fine. But you're not fine. You're never fine. And then you go to pages asking other people for relationship advice, when in reality, all you need to do is tell your wife or your husband, I'm pissed at you because you did X, Y, and Z, and it made me feel like A, B, and C. That sounds so elementary. I get it. Like, it's really that simple. That has prevented so many arguments and so many fights in my relationship because so many people are like, how do you guys not fight? One, I think about the stage before they come out my house because I do realize I love that man. And two, I say exactly how I feel when I feel it. I'm not going to wait until you figure it out. I'm going to tell you, this pissed me off. This is what it made me feel like. And this is what I want you to do about it. And this is what I don't want to ever happen again. I just communicated 110% all the way down to the T. Now, I'm not doing that in front of folks because y'all need to stop tearing y'all wives and husbands down in front of people. I don't want to be a part of that, okay? I'm sitting here watching y'all argue and it's uncomfortable. I don't want to know your problems. I mean, if one of y'all come to me, and spill the tea later, in the middle of it, that's secondhand embarrassment. Secondhand embarrassment for me makes my skin crawl. Anyways, so said all that to say, stop, one, assuming that they intended to hurt you. Two, stop with this attitude that it's just common sense. They should figure it out. They should have to come with me. No, they shouldn't. You should be able to say it because we're both grown. And I treat my husband the exact same way. If like the mood has shifted and something is wrong and I ask him, hey babe, what's wrong? And he says nothing. Oh, I'm acting like we having the best day ever. Then by the end of the day, if he comes to me and be like, well, there was something wrong. Yeah, I know. I was just waiting for you to come tell me because again, we're adults. We are not children. We know how to use our words. Okay?